pH is fine on that field. What in the world? This is nitrogen levels, so we're going to have to nitrogenate this field, and it looks like there's some bits that are available. I don't know how much we're going to need. This field here we're going to be mulching first and then planting the corn. We're going to have, actually, let's check. I think we do not have weeds on this field. That's interesting. I was expecting us to have weeds on this field. So the only thing I'm going to have to do is spray it, by the looks of it. Might drive over there and take a look. But done with that tractor for a moment. Now we'll get the New Holland, we'll slap the roller on the back and switch the wheels for mulching. Pull away from the wall so we can get this out of here. I suppose the other thing to consider is we have, where is the roller? Over there. We are going to have at least one income of grass silage before we have to worry about harvesting sugar beets or buying anything else. But it is very difficult to turn down the idea of buying that sugar beet harvester. Especially since we have the cash now. We might not have the cash in September. Okay, I am going to service all of these, or repair all of these. That is last service 40 hours ago. Next... no. Next advised service is at 45.2 hours. So, yeah, we just serviced it at 40 hours. This needs to be repaired, and last service an hour, yeah, what, 0.4, 36 minutes ago. So not a big deal there. Not going to service that. We are going to customize it, and it's going to be a mulcher. And we've already bought the mulcher rollers and the field rollers, so I don't have to worry too much about that anymore. That's a free conversion. We just have to take one set of rollers off and swap them over. Alrighty. And while we're here, there we go. Take that one out, and maybe that one out. And not that one, not that one. Okay, PDA field overlay 3. Okay. Add salt. That one? Yes. Remove logs. Yes. And remove stumps. 3. Yes. Okay. Put the chainsaw away. I'm not going that way, but it does mean we now have access from the yard to that crossroad there. How are we doing for diesel? Diesel's fine. I do believe I cut a hole in the hedge over here as well. So now it's fun time. We get to discover how good this environmentally friendly farming is, and I will have a look at what's on sale. We got up to that one. This is a 4M. There's a high density baler. Oh look, sugarcane harvester, tractor hauled, just like we were talking about. That is 6 meters, don't need one. Oh, there's liquid fertilizer pallet. Damn. Oh, I'm gonna buy it. Idiot. Yeah, I'm not gonna pass up the opportunity to buy a pallet of 6,000 litres of dehydrated liquid fertiliser because it's on a discount. A flat tractor, Tedder, big thing, and one of those. Okay, so next thing, I am going to buy this. What are the options? Fredestein, BKTs. Okay, shall we get close and see what, see how pretty these are? So Mitas, BKT, Fieldwork, Michelin's, Trelleborg, Continentals. So these come with Michelin's, wasn't it? Okay. And do I want GPS? I'm kind of thinking no. We'll add GPS later when it doesn't add to the cost. 1, 2, 3, and that's our license plate number, and that's a thing. So that can sit over at the store for a long time. Meanwhile, this is all ready to go. Now, what I want to do is look here at this field here. Oh look, it's turned green. Oh, magic, magic, magic. So, let's get this done. I'm going to have to take the truck over to the store to fetch our stuff thing. What is it? Oh, our fertilizer. Because again, I'm not driving the big giant fertilizer truck sprayer over there. But if we look here, that is giving us what is it, 40? Not there. 120. That's giving us about the equivalent of 80 kilos per hectare. So long as the crop needs a good amount. So if we look at the crops we have at the moment, it's not quite enough for the barley that we have there. But it looks like it's hard to tell. Some of this is probably over fertilized. We'll wait till we come back. I'm not going to try jumping over the hedge. I'll probably get stuck. Mind out, dears. But we will get this field mulched and get our nitrogen boost going. It is going to take us a little while. As I said, this is a big field. But we're getting the mulching bonus, so yay for that. We're getting a nitrogen bonus because environmental or conservation farming, I think, is the mod I'm using. So that's a good thing. So all the bonuses, we just won't make, I want to say about 400,000 litres of, maybe 600,000 litres of grass silage. But that's fine. That's income that is June. We're probably not saving income from the what we're doing here in order to boost the nitrogen on this field is not significant enough to make up for not making the silage, but yeah, I'm kind of okay with it. Okay. And looking back at that corner, I might round off that corner with some painting. Because again, the forage harvester won't get into the corner, the planter won't get into the corner unless I go forwards and backwards. I'm probably going to plant this field using coarse play. I should really, well no, we're going to do some work today. Oh, it's going to rain anyway later, so I don't, mulching the grounds. It's going to rain, who cares? But planting and cutting the grass, I don't want to cut the grass while it's going to rain. So I might check the weather there. But I can set out the big M, cut all the grass fields, and I usually do that with a worker. And then we'll get this field planted also with a worker. But I'll probably have the mowing very close to complete by that point, and I'll be able to get the Zerian out and start hauling grass. Okay, so I'm going to jump out here. We're going to have a look at this field. I need to plant some grass there. So that's all pH perfect, nitrogen perfect. Good. How much money do we have? We have 64,000. Oh my goodness. Need to make more money again, guys. It's always a thing. I buy a thing and then I have to pay for it. Well, I don't have to pay for it. I've got all the money I need to, I haven't got any debt. It's just I like to have a little bit more money in the bank. Because it just makes me feel more comfortable. Kind of like real life. I have money in the bank, I know I can cater for an emergency if I need to. Alright, that's one lap. I'm just going to drive up here before I cut in. And once again, I jump out and I want to check this field. Yeah, so nitrogen and pH are fine. I do believe maize does require a higher nitrogen content, so being at about 120, wasn't it? That is low. Not too big of a deal, but yeah, let's just get this thing mulched and miss any back there? No, looks like we made it. That's good. It's a handy little mod, this roller. It's based on the biggest roller in game, but you can switch the rollers for grass roller, field roller, or mulcher. So one piece of equipment does 3 jobs. Now we're using precision farming, which means the grass roller doesn't have any functionality. Am I going at 180? Yes, I am. Close to, well, 189, whatever. I'm just going to run this straight down. We'll do this bottom corner to the right here. And then we'll turn it around. Oh, we're doing 13 miles an hour. That's a little unexpected. So this isn't, this actual task isn't really a financial benefit, I don't believe, but it allows us to try out a thing that we can now do because of mods. So I'm good with trying things out. And plus it saves time later having to haul 2 million litres of silage anywhere. We'll only have 1.5 million. And sometimes I just get real bored hauling silage. Even off camera, it gets really boring hauling silage. Don't have to do it, I won't. Now, I know what we could do. So we've got some liquid fertilizer down on the down at the store that needs picked up. So we're going to have to do that with the truck. But I think what I might do is load the truck up with honey, and we'll take that, sell that. I'm guessing maybe exports might be a place, and possibly the supermarket might be a place. Well, if it's the supermarket, we can haul it all down to the supermarket and then bring the fertilizer back. I think that's where that last batch of fertilizer came from. Why we had it was, oh, they were selling it off. Hell yeah, I'll do that. Because while we have farm delivery of solid and liquid fertilizer and lime and herbicide, you pay for it. I'm not sure if you pay a premium for it. It used to be, I think, I did have a mod back in Farm Sim 19, and if you wanted if you got a silo that you could put seeds, animal feed, fertilizer, whatever, into it, what ended up happening was you would pay more for that benefit than if you drove down to the store and did it yourself. So it wasn't something that was free. It was just you paid for the convenience. Actually, that was something in Law Faults. We did. You didn't get seed delivered, but it had seed purchase points on the farm in the shape of seed silos and fertilizer silos and what have you, and they did charge quite significantly more than than going to the store. So as a starter farmer, I strongly recommended Lawfold's FarmSim 17. Do not fill up at the seed receptacles on the farm or the fertilizer receptacles on the farm, because as a starting farmer you really can't afford that. If you want fertilizer, if you want seed, go down to the store and get some and bring it back and load everything that way, because you will save money initially. Now eventually you get to the point where, well, to be fair, I filled up, I need, I've got 90% of the field planted, I don't need a full pallet of seed, I'll just fill up on the farm. And once you're established, it's like, okay, I'm paying 10% over the cost, but I've got more than enough money to cover that 10%, and I don't need all of the seed anyway, so I'm not going to fill up the the planter. I'm going to put 5% into it and then go and finish the field off. I think on FarmSim 19 someone released that feature as a self-contained mod, which was kind of fine and okay, and it didn't charge quite as much of a premium. But I tested Lawfold 17 and it was like, you're charging me how much for the benefit? I'm not inclined to spend that much just on convenience. Okay, we are done with that bit. I am going to construction. Decoration, no. Landscaping, painting, forest ground, grass, or other grass, It's not exactly straight, but it's good enough. And then plants, grass. There now. So that's all nice and tidy, so that the cedar will travel that corner quite nicely, and I won't have to worry about missing bits at the edge and it all being grass. Could pull that up. This corner is already set up properly, so you don't have to worry about that one. That'll be the fun again. Anyway, so that was that. Drift in. See, I'm not too accurate driving straight lines here, but it's a good wide piece of equipment, so we're doing relatively okay, so long as I do keep the left edge of the roller against the grass line. Alright. Didn't check when the weather was happening. We bought the thing, we looked at the sales. So 11 o'clock real time. We'll keep going for approximately another hour. Depends how far we get, I guess. And then I will need to have food. Oh, that's 194. That's way too much. Okay, 186. That's a good deal. So again, I'll go down here and then I'll fill in the block to our right. And then we'll just have a relatively small patch over here. Get all that done, and we're done with the roller then. Yay. And the little blue tractor for a minute. As I said, this is a complicated field, so actually using a worker to do the planting, probably the better way to do it. Obviously, with the foraging, I don't have an option. We're going to have to use the forager on a worker. Good. Also want to think about getting a what is it? The semi-trailer. Now that we've got a semi-truck. Where is the semi-truck? Oh, the semi-truck's up by the trees. Which is a thing I can do on occasion. Just a case of I didn't need to chop down all of that woodland, but I did want to get at least